3.
All right. Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. We in here. Welcome to our 29th episode of the We Digress podcast. Today, I apologize.
No,
Today,
it's okay.
I'm here, your boy 005, a.k.a. D-Money. We in here. And
Yo, you already know. It's your boy Carlos, a.k.a. Silos, a.k.a. I also go by Shaban Connery when I'm playing online. Don't send me a friend request because I'm going to decline it.
rest in peace.
Also, rest in peace to your boy, the one and only, the first person, well, technically, the most notable, I believe, person to play James Bond, a.k.a. 007.
Yep. Rest in peace. This was today, actually. Also, happy Halloween. Kind of awkward to state that after, like, saying rest in peace.
I mean, to be honest, like, damn, I got a lot of shit to get off my chest.
But also, we have a special guest here today. My man, Blue Hank McCoy, is also with us. So please introduce yourself, Blue Hank McCoy.
Blue Hank McCoy, you want to say anything?
Hello, guys. This is Hank McCoy, the Blue God. You know, the logistics master of the X-Men.
I love this guy.
And, you know, cheers to the past and the future of the double O's.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But
all of the
cheers
people
to
who
them.
ever played 007.
Yes.
And then, of course, the legendary Sean Connery.
Unfortunate that, the movie got pushed
Sir
back.
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Because he was knighted, actually.
Or was he?
Yeah.
Really?
I believe he was, yeah.
That's type lit. That's actually lit.
That's insane. You know how cool it would be to get knighted in England?
That'd be pretty tough.
That's
But,
insane.
it would really suck if you were invited to be knighted and they cut your head off. From
That would
everybody.
be pretty messed up.
As they're like knighting you, like you
As
look
it-
up like wow, and then
The last thing you see is
just
yeah.
fucking cut your head off.
That
would
actually
suck
would be
ass.
an interesting way to like get a traitor to invite them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
But yeah, man, it's just crazy shit. What do you have to say?
The interesting thing about Sean Connery is that he's not just known for like 007, but another spy movie called The Hunt for Red October by the guy that made Division.
Tom Clancy.
Tom Clancy, yeah.
Another
You
legend.
made a movie?
He made a book.
Yeah,
You mean
a lot of his
Oh, a book.
books turned into
All right. I
A
was
lot of
like,
his books turned
movie.
into movies and video games.
Okay. Yeah, I thought he made a movie, but he made a book. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Great movie.
Makes
Great
a lot
books.
makes a lot of sense.
But yeah.
Shout out to
Great
Tom
series
Clancy.
on Amazon.
Is it
What
on
series?
Amazon?
No, the show, what is it called?
The Hunt for Red October?
No, the show with Jim from The Office.
Oh, you said the Tom Clancy show. Fucking. That's not.
Jack Reacher? Is
Jack
it Jack
Reacher?
Reacher?
Jack Ryan.
Reacher.
Jack Ryan, yeah.
No, Jack Reacher's a movie with Tom
but
Cruise.
Jack Reaches with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
I was close. I knew
No,
it was something
we
with
know
that.
what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Jack Ryan.
It's on my
Yeah.
list. There's so much shows to watch out there. It's too many, actually.
Listen, at this point, let's just shout out all those spy movies that keep our imagination flowing.
Yeah.
Now, they give us bits and pieces, but beyond there's just so much out there.
No, I think, you know what? The James Bond movies really inspired a lot of other movies.
Oof. Well, here's the thing. It's funny. Somebody from the CIA actually admitted that they actually created the James Bond's movies in order for like political agenda, which is insane.
What, from MI5?
It was
No, you just said CIA.
yeah, CIA.
Because the movies are based off MI5, which is the
And they have
the CIA version in England.
and they have tons of influence like on like basically how people view other countries and things like that. And they wanted to push that in order, and of course CIA has tons of like leverage in the US, including Hollywood. Crazy. I'm not gonna get into all that, but yo, it's interesting to know that a CIA person like actually admitted that.
That's interesting.
So the guy that is the reason that we have like James Bond movies, Ian Fleming, he actually had like a lot of friends and connections within like the intelligence community. So basically, shout out to him. He just sprouted a tree that sprouted a lot of branches and limbs that gave us a lot of movies that we like Kingsman, some bullshit movies like Spy Kids. But they basically expand our mind to that thing that, like, for example, a lot of those movies, they put out gadgets that we illusioned and like imagined that we had, and then they came to life, like cell phones and space travel and computers. Like,
Speaking of Kingsman, I think that's probably, for me, that's like the new 007 type shit. I think Kingsman brings a whole new kind of like craft to the game, because they push out, like, one, we don't see that often. They push out a lot of like elegance. Like, yo, not only do they wear suits, but they wear fashion suits, so the suits pop out more. And it's like, you don't see that usually when you watch 007. He's wearing a gray suit, a blue
you know
suit,
what,
classic.
Though? What you said though is that it's very like elegant and they like it's out there. But I like, you know why I like James Bond stuff so much? Because they go a lot of, depending who's playing the character. Yeah. Sometimes they flex, but sometimes when they need to, but also they go for subtlety.
Yeah,
a lot of times they're very like quick little 10K suit flex.
Yeah, but it's just but
they don't say that. Yo, pop though. Yeah, he don't say, yo, I'm wearing a 10K suit.
It's just it's just a nice, well fitted suit.
But you can,
and then he got a fucking Audemars Piguet on, and then he got his nice ass car. But same concept.
A little slide
and then he got a nice ass car, obviously.
Aston Martins, whatever.
But honestly, I think I will lean more towards Kingsman. I like Kingsman in terms of how they shoot the fighting scenes too, as well. Much more engaged, more graphic.
Well, because it's a more modern way of shooting. Obviously, the most James Bond movies are, apart from the ones that came out after the 90s, but going back, when you watch the movie, you can tell that the effects are dated, the action's dated. It's dated. It's fake punching. But this is what I always tell people, and somebody, shout out to P Money, but he said that when he watches an old movie, let's say 65 and back, it's hard for him to get into the mindset of like watching this movie, because like, come on, you've seen over.
I never judge those type of movies though. Not
but
in
there's
the
some
same
people.
sense as
I get that side, because I used to be like that when I was younger. Come on, you've seen the likes of the work of, I don't know, let's say a Christopher Nolan movie, and then you have to go back and watch a movie that came back in the 60s.
We've gotten spoiled with such high like quality of video camera work, like
But like, finishing my point though, like when I watch an older movie, I tell myself, okay, imagine this, and this didn't exist. I know when it comes to movies, some people say that can it stand the test of time? If you watch a movie, can it survive 40, 50, 60 years of decades, whatever? Like, and does it hold up? Story-wise, yes. Some movies are so good story-wise that no matter when you play it, it would always be a really good story.
Well, that's because sometimes those movies that are good story-wise don't push out. They don't try to go crazy with CGI, or they stick just to the roots, like Training Day.
Right.
What the fuck was CGI in that? Probably, I don't know. I don't think anything was CGI in that. Maybe like, I don't know, certain fights, but I doubt it. Or explosion, but besides that, like, it's just all story, and it's amazing.
Some older movies can be corny. What I'm trying to get at, not to make this too long of a thing, but like if you watch an older movie, try to like lower your expectations slightly in terms of effects, but pay close attention to the story arc, how it plays out, and just listen to character conversation and how it connects from beginning to end. Because some of those things are really important for the
You also got to pay attention. You also got to remember that Hollywood has changed since then. Like, at that time, like, cinema was more of a appreciation of art. Like, they shot something because they wanted to shoot something. It wasn't necessarily a quick money grab. Like, when the first Halloween came out, that wasn't a quick money grab. They genuinely wanted to horrify the public.
Yeah, but when they come out with like 10 of them,
and they're fucking trash, and then they come out with like 4 of them, and all they are teenagers breaking their shirts and showing their titties. Yeah, like, obviously it's half the agenda, and you could tell it's a money grab.
Like, for example, like I feel like back then it was like the method of acting, the storyline. It played such a big role in the movie, but now it's just like stunts, effects,
In your face type shit.
a actor that like has notoriety behind them,
Right.
and for example, is like we're spoiled with high graphics that honestly I can't go to black and white movies.
One thing to take note of, right, is that all this technology takes away from people and directors being innovative. Before, you just had to really figure out how to shoot something. If you had something in your head, there was not much technology to like make that happen. So you were like, all right, I got this idea. How am I gonna make it happen? Probably tons of like different costume artists to create something, or makeup artists to really push something and make it look as realistic as possible, as opposed to CGI. Like I would say the ugly CGI days were like the early 2000s to like late 2012.
It
Up
wasn't
to
really
that,
fleshed
it was
out
just
that well.
so fucking ugly, and we thought it was cool.
And hasn't aged well.
Yeah, we thought it was cool, but I would say those are probably my least favorite years of like CGI movies, because when you compare it to think big movies now, like the Avengers, and you look back and you're like, yo, we look at movies like, I forgot what that movie was called, but it was like with the Kraken and shit. Shit was, you look at the Kraken. Yeah,
You mean like the Clash of Titans?
Clash of Titans, yeah. And you look at it now, it's like that shit's dumb
I've never
trash.
seen that
Like
movie. I only seen snippets, I think.
you see the CGI and that is like
It's terrible.
that shit's dookie. And then you look at today, which I think has reached a point where the CGI could be considered timeless. When you look at Thanos, you don't really see him as too much as a CGI character. He looks realistic in a sense. Where it's like, yo, you even 10 years from now, he won't look fake. It's more like he looks, the CGI is well enough for you to actually like watch it and not have an issue with it.
Yeah, I think they're kind of reaching a there's a
A
point.
pinnacle, right?
Yeah, they're at this point it's like
Well, Moore's law everything has stopped with Moore's law in terms of like technology. Moore's law, I think it times 16 in power. I think it's times 16. So, for example, right, PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 had the idea of Moore's law, right? It was 16 times more powerful.
the biggest leap as possible.
Yeah. Moore's law is like, it needs to be this much of a leap for there to be a very big noticeable difference, right?
Oh, okay.
PS2 and PS3 also applied to Moore's law. After the PS3 and Xbox 360 era, Moore's law was gone. And that's the same way for chipsets, Apple's chipsets, Intel's chipsets, Qualcomm's chipsets. They can't apply to Moore's law anymore because their technology is so graphically powerful or so basically the chips, right? You have a 7-nanometer chip. There's only so much you can fit on that fucking chip, right? That's it. The only way to do it is to minimize the chip as well, but that also gets extremely difficult.
And it heats up.
It heats up, exactly.
You need like
so
a
now
sink.
you need a better cooling system.
By the way, we're not technology experts. We're just on what we based off what
Of
the
what we've
regular
learned,
consumer
yeah.
would see.
Probably more than the regular consumer, like
The
somebody who
intrigued
reads,
consumer.
a consumer who follows up and like reads on
Yeah.
it. But like PS4, PS5 did not apply to Moore's law. None of the iPhones apply to Moore's law. None of the Androids apply to Moore's law anymore. There's a pinnacle, and that's why a lot of companies are pushing towards quantum computers. Now,
Right.
When I say quantum computers, I'm not saying we're not gonna have quantum computers in our fucking home. That's not what they want them for. They want quantum computers to process data, as in like process mathematical equations that they're struggling with, or process information that they need to get through.
Mining data. Or
Theories of exactly.
Space travel data.
Statistical theories that they need to push out. And quantum computers are like, oh my God, they're beyond Moore's law when it comes to like comparing it to a computer we have today. the supercomputer today that's like the size of a football field, the 2 football fields, is nothing compared to a quantum computer the size of like a 60-inch screen TV.
So basically, how everything we've just been talking about since the beginning is related, is that it's kind of hard that when you reach like the tip top thing, that the latest thing that's ever come out, it's kind of hard to go back and compare the two things. You rather be dealing with the new thing than having to go back and see the old thing. But going back to movies, it's better to watch a modern movie that's well made than to watch an older movie. But however, here's the important thing about old stuff is that if we never had that, we wouldn't be where we are now.
Yeah.
So kind of like, let me give you an example. If y'all go back,
It's not the same thing with all art though, which is
no,
funny,
not all,
which is hilarious. I find that hilarious that it's not the same with all art.
but there's a lot of imitation out there,
There's tons.
or inspirational art, because like you get inspired by a lot of old things, and
There's
there should be an appreciation for that.
There's
as
a
well.
clear difference between
Imitation and
inspiration and imitation. Very
yeah.
clear difference.
So my only thing is that I always get inspired by older stuff and try not to imitate it, but always give credit when credit is due.
Yeah.
So if you go back and watch an older movie, try to be as open as possible, because I swear you're gonna see something or hear something and be like, where have I seen this before?
Yeah.
And it's because you're gonna see it in a newer movie that was inspired
Exactly.
by something that's older.
The difference between imitation and inspiration is like, let's say you see an old movie, right, and you're like, yo, I really want to shoot something like that. That's inspiration. You're inspired. You want to shoot a movie that's
Or
like,
give homage, so to speak.
yeah, or a movie that has like the same feel, right? Imitation is like, yo, I want to shoot a movie with that same kind of like, setting or like thesis of like what the movie's about. Like, I want to shoot something about, let's say you're watching a mob movie, right? And when you say I'm inspired, I want to shoot a movie like this.
A what movie?
A mob movie.
Oh, a
right?
mob
You could be like,
movie.
yo, I'm inspired, I want to shoot something like this.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily have to shoot a mob movie. You could just shoot a movie that's based on that time, like, and it's completely different from the mob movie. You just appreciate the fact that it was like that time. You're
Yeah,
inspired by
there's shows
that
like that out
era,
there. Yeah.
right? Or you could watch the movie and be like, yo, I want to shoot a fucking another mob movie that's like this. You're imitating it. You're imitating it and you're driving with that. So
Right.
inspiration and imitation, yeah, completely different. But
What's your favorite James Bond movie?
I don't really think I have one, bro. I like them, but I don't think it's like one that's legit my favorite.
You would have to pick. You gotta try.
Oh my god!
Even
man.
if it's recent.
He's going X Games mode.
You're on X Games.
He's on X Games mode.
You gotta.
I don't.
How about you, Hank McCoy? Can you think of any of your favorite James Bond movies?
The one that had
Which one?
I mean,
If you explain
I
it to
can't
me,
really, I can't really choose. I think it's Spectre, the one that has the opening scene
Spectre?
in Mexico.
With Daniel Craig?
Yeah.
They were celebrating like some sort of Day of the Dead, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Day of the Dead.
Also,
Which is happening from October 31st to November 3rd.
the Pierce Brosnan 007s.
To-
I think
Tomorrow Never Dies, Die
well-
Another Day, Halle Berry,
the one with Halle Berry
Die Another Day.
and that other.
GoldenEye. He was in
Yes,
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. That with the, I forgot what was her name, but she
The actress?
was like
I forgot her name. I think in the movie she was like Natalia. She was like some Russian chick.
You're right. But
And
then
the Nintendo 64 game was fire. Hey, well, we're gonna
But-
get copyrighted, chill.
I don't know. The James Bond movies or like spy movies in general, they just give you like, I don't know, bullet points that you could, I guess, live with. Like you said, subtlety,
Class.
not being a show off. Well, they kind of show off
When they need to.
But then again,
I don't know, cause
He be showing
yo,
off.
one thing about James Bond is that he shows, like, I think he shows off, but he
without
does it.
trying. I feel like
He does it in a very subtle way, but like it's small jabs of showing off. You get it? Like he's not like, oh, yo, this is what I get. Nah, he's like,
This is
You
what I
see
have.
this? Yeah, he's like, you see this?
This is what I have, not what I get.
Yeah, is it? You see this? You see this? That's
Yeah.
it. Like he's super on the low with it. But I mean, come on, everybody knows James Bond is also a player though. Like,
Some people say as a womanizer, but in reality,
extreme womanizer.
he is a player.
Yeah.
Like,
He's a
for
true
example,
player.
I don't know. It like, well, to me, like, you know, being versatile, like being a man of many skills,
He's extreme.
thinking on the fly.
He's extremely
like, you know,
versatile. He does a lot with a little.
Yeah.
Like a lot with a little. Like it's crazy.
I would say also just
So Spectre and the Pierce Brosnan movies, which we both grew up on, which we all grew up on, Pierce Brosnan. But you haven't gave 005 hasn't given me his
Honestly, I don't know. I would just.
You've
I
seen a lot
honestly-
of recent
yeah,
James
but-
Bond movies, but
I can't
guess you
even
gotta
say
go
which
back and
one is
watch
my
some of
favorite.
them.
Yeah, I would probably have to watch it, but I really can't say which one is my favorite. I really can't.
there's over 26 films.
I'll be
27
honest.
-ish.
I've never been like wowed by James Bond movies. I've liked them. I've always liked them, but I've never
Right.
been wowed by them. Like, yo, that's amazing.
You gotta go back and watch some of them.
Yeah,
I've been.
I
wild.
do, but
Casino Royale, man. P Money would
they're
agree.
great. They're great
Shout out to P
movies.
Money.
If anything, I'll probably say Casino Royale was top for me, but still, it's not like set for me to say that. You know, so like I don't just want to say it and then like not mean
See,
it.
for me,
Yeah, what's yours?
I'd have to. You see, every actor that's ever played James Bond always brings a different.
Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
No,
you
but
can't
the
be
thing
like,
is, when people
nope.
talk about James
No,
Bond,
no.
hold up. Let me
I
tell you
don't wanna
about
hear
the
it.
culture
I
of
don't wanna
James
hear
Bond.
that jack shit.
Hold
I
up.
don't wanna hear that.
It's like a forum.
Pick one. You can't pick one
No,
of
I
each
will
actor.
pick. No, I will pick my favorite actor.
All right.
But when it comes to movies, you have to break them up into different
Nope.
actors.
I'm not
No,
counting
not
that.
talking about top movies. I'm talking about when you talk about the movies in general.
Okay.
Not
go ahead.
best.
Go ahead.
I'm
go
just
ahead.
saying, like,
Go ahead.
me personally, personally, I like to talk about them like in the different like character order who's played them. Sean Connery, Roger Moore, Pierce Brosnan, Daniel Craig, and I always forget the other guy. I think it's Alan something. I forget his name. My bad if I'm forgetting. But I've seen most Bond movies, but I forget because when you watch them back to back to back, your memory gets hazy.
Yeah.
But I love Sean Connery with a passion. Like his movies are just so great. The one-liners are just classical. Like you can't get. Yes, it's very cheesy, the fighting, but the story, the way he can problem solve through something, and it's just the machismo, and it's just amazing. Favorite actor would damn, this is tough. It would be damn. I feel like
Favorite Bond movie though.
favorite Bond movie of all time.
Yeah.
It would be Skyfall. It's my favorite Bond movie.
Skyfall is good.
See, that's the thing, but that's what we're talking about. Daniel Craig here, like he's a good actor.
He's great. He's a great
and two,
actor.
His Bond has elevated it like further beyond. But Pierce Brosnan, though, GoldenEye,
Yeah.
GoldenEye, that shit is amazing.
Yo, that shit's I think the only Bond movie that got a game, right?
No, there's been a lot of James Bond games, but that's the
most popular
the
one.
most historically popular one.
That was the most popular one.
Anybody who ever had a Nintendo 64 had GoldenEye.
And a GameCube, right? Wasn't it GameCube?
GameCube had Tomorrow. I think Tomorrow Never Ends. Tomorrow Never Dies.
GameCube had GoldenEye.
I know. I had a very popular GoldenEye game.
Let me search that up.
It was Tomorrow Never Dies or Tomorrow Never Ends, something like that.
Let me see. GoldenEye.
Second of all, the names of James Bond movies are amazing. No Time to Die.
Yeah.
Another Day to Kill. Die Another Day.
Yeah. I mean,
A View to Kill.
but think about it. All James Bond movies
Octopussy.
have great. Yeah, that was insane though.
Let's talk about James Bond female roles. How amazing some of the female actresses.
They had good roles, but I say
Being a Bond girl is probably one of the most highest honors out there. Other than being a singer,
yeah,
a opening song for a James Bond movie.
yeah, no, yeah.
Yo, I'm about to fling my water bottle across this room, bro.
No, anybody who got an opening song for James Bond movie.
Anybody who ever got an opening song, you're notable
You're
in
known
history
forever. Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad, you're
Yeah.
notable in history. A Bond, bro, they have their own definition for it. Bond girl.
I mean, Sam Smith got one. He's not. Would he be a Bond boy?
No, we're talking about a song, right?
Yeah,
No.
He
I'm
got
saying
a song.
opening songs are one thing, but like being a actress in the movie,
Are you saying
you're
actress?
a Bond girl?
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. That's cool, but you can't lie.
They really have gotten some fire actresses,
It's-
and they've always a lot of them have usually done a
But
really
all of
good
them
job.
get dicked down by James Bond. What's so special about that?
I think most of them. I don't know. No, there's a few Bond girls who don't.
It's rarely.
Yeah, I can name Moneypenny didn't get dicked down. The Moneypenny from the Daniel Craig lines. She dubbed his shit hard, and he was tight.
It's only a matter of time.
One got away.
We still have one more movie. We don't know. If
That is true. He could. He could.
He could.
She's fine though. She can get it.
But-
Moneypenny.
Weekend should have gotten a Bond opening.
Oh my god. Yo, speaking of Bond, there have been rumors, of course, of like after Daniel Craig.
Who's gonna?
I would actually like to see Idris Elba as
I agree with
as
that.
a Bond.
We need a.
I would love to see that shit. That would be pretty fucking cool.
Not because of. I know a lot of people say like.
Nah, bro, he's just fucking European. And I just want to hear him in his European voice. No homo.
But I would like to see.
And
Idris Elba would be a good Bond.
He has a great physique. Dude will look crazy fire in a suit. Pause. And pause.
We didn't say anything.
Yeah, the looks were enough.
We ain't say a
Nah,
single
bro, you
word.
should have seen that. Yo, guys, you should have seen their
Shit.
faces, bro. You should have seen. But yo, he would be very impressive.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of somebody else that could play
A James Bond.
a James Bond.
Someone else. You know who I liked recently in
trying to
terms of movies? John David Washington.
Okay,
He was really good in Tenet. I liked his acting, man. The guy
He's
did a
good,
job.
but I wouldn't want him as a because
Also did great in Black
When you
Klansman.
think of a Bond, you think of a aged man, like aged like wine.
Give it to Tom Hardy.
No, he
Hardy would
looks
also
too young.
Tom Hardy is not young.
But
He's
he looks too
30-something.
young. When you see Daniel Craig, he looks like an old
40s,
mature man.
40s.
But he looks in the face. He looks mature, right?
Yeah.
Like aged.
You like mature men? Oh,
That's what James Bond is about. He's not a young. He's not a
joking.
young agent. He's a
they're
matured.
usually more mature.
A matured agent with much experience,
Much
which is
experience.
why they call him James
Yeah.
Bond, and it's believable.
Yeah.
For i.e. Idris Elba, he looks very well aged.
It's usually a middle-aged man who plays
Yeah.
James Bond.
Give it to Rob Stark.
Him? Oh, the guy who played Rob Stark. I forget his name, but
His name is Richard Madden.
he's an interesting actor. You gotta get closer to the mic. Richard
Madden.
He was great as Rob Stark. But in terms of a James Bond, I can't think. Tom Hardy, Idris Elba.
Nah,
And-
not Tom Hardy. Definitely not Tom Hardy.
because it can't be somebody from another name. It can't be. They have to be English.
Michael B. Jordan.
They just have to be.
Stop,
No, they
bro.
have to
Come
be
on,
English.
stop, bro. Stop. That's mad
It's funny,
disrespectful.
but
Nah, it's mad disrespectful to all the Bond movies, bro.
he's an English agent.
Why you gotta go
so
there?
It has to be someone who's English.
Yeah, it does. And I wouldn't want to see an American like James Bond. It just takes away the fun sway from it.
Yeah. I don't know if an American. I don't know if Roger Moore is American. I don't think he is, but it should. Yeah, I think it has to be somebody who's English.
I don't really know anybody else that could really pull
Play
off.
who
Yeah.
should be the next Bond.
Yeah.
Being Bond is a big responsibility.
It is. It is. But
It's not all about the money, and
It's not, but-
your image has to be, and you have to
it's the
stay out of
image.
trouble too.
No, but that's
like-
what I'm saying. It's the image of it all, right? That's what I'm saying. He just would be a great play for that. But another thing that James Bond movies have always had like beautiful names, like to the beautiful titles.
great names.
Come on, Casino Royale, Skyfall, Octopussy was something else. Though. I'm not gonna
Octopus
lie.
Casino, yeah.
That's something
Quantum of
else though. Quantum of
Solace.
Solace. But I honestly, No Time to Die just
Spectre.
sounds so fire.
No Time to Die.
That just sounds
How do you have no
so-
time to die? Like, there's
there's
not
no-
enough time in the world.
Like,
to
yo, the
die.
world's gonna no. I have no time to die. We're saving this shit.
Like, fuck Kronos, the god of
Fuck,
time. Like,
there's
that nigga
no
to this
time
day.
to die. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Just whoever's in charge of like creating these names. Kudos
No,
to you
big ups
because
to
like
them,
you
yeah.
guys have never done wrong.
That takes a
with the
long
Bond
time.
movies.
Like, if you could
Yeah, no,
come
it
up
does.
with a name right now For a James Bond movie, what would it be?
Give me like 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
Give me like that could be the name of the movie. Give me like 5 seconds.
No.
Give me 5 seconds. Give me time.
Fuck.
A good what we're saying is a good title for a James Bond movie.
Damn.
That's a tough one, right? Come on,
Yeah, it
let's
is.
go on the fly. Doesn't matter if it's bad. You just gotta shoot out.
No, man.
Shoot out. It could be one word. There are one word titles or 2-word titles. Come on, Casino Royale,
Casino Royale,
Spectre, Skyfall. Come on, Skyfall.
Skyfall.
The sky is falling.
Shit, bro.
It can't be like Ground Rise. It's Skyfall, Ground Rise,
Right? You can't do
Earthquake.
that.
Earthquake.
Oh, man.
No, that doesn't make sense. It has to be something with class and elegance.
Yeah.
Elegance. It can't be like Coach Bag. Like that can't be the name of a. We're not sponsored by Coach, but it can't be like Louis Vuitton. That can't be the
I
name.
don't know. 007 Lunar Descent.
No. This is cut out 007 Lunar Descent.
The
Yeah.
unfinished drink.
That was.
The unfinished. Remember, there was a movie called Moonraker.
But see,
And
that
they-
sounds cooler than Lunar Descent.
The Lunar Descent. We
That
can work
sounds
with
trash.
that.
Nah, I can't
Lunar
work with
Descent.
that. That's off. That's
Come on, a
off.
space theme James Bond
Yeah,
movie.
Lunar Descent. That does, but it doesn't have the oomph to it. Lunar Descent doesn't have.
We can think of a. Look at these images to our. We're looking
All
at
right, I got one. James Bond, Dance in the Moonlight.
So boom.
I like that.
Take out
James
James Bond. Dance
yeah.
in the Moonlight.
Dance in the
The
Moonlight.
dance.
Shaken or stirred.
No,
The dance.
you could say the Dance in the Moonlight, but I was Dance in the Moonlight.
Dance in the Moonlight.
Dance
that
in the
works.
Moonlight.
That could be a.
That actually sounds. I'm impressed.
It could be a night.
Like,
Like
it's night themed.
it could be a night themed James Bond movie.
Fuck it, put them in space. Dance in the Moonlight.
Dance in the Moonlight, and they're actually on the moon
Or it could just be night themed, where it's like
instead of snowfall
dancing-
or
yeah, Dance in
snow
the Moonlight.
themed, Christmas themed.
Dance in the Moonlight. I like that. Dance in the Moonlight.
Dance in the Moonlight. Hey, yo, next movie.
Yo,
Dance in the Moonlight.
yo, don't take my shit either. At least
Yo,
give
hit
me
us
some,
up, MGM.
Give me some royalty.
MGM.
Some royalties.
Let's go. Dance in the Moonlight.
007, Dance in the Moonlight.
How tight would you be if the next movie is called Dance in the
I'll
Moonlight?
be hella tight.
Yo, you like, cease and desist.
I'll be like,
from
yo,
us.
bro, the one person that listens to this podcast, Jack
is a
motherfucker.
MGM.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The one guy, he searches for like unknown podcasts and takes shit from them. And
That's
there's
funny.
like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't take that from you. Like, what?
That's crazy. No Time to Die followed up by Dance in the Moonlight, starring Idris Elba
Oof.
as 007 James Bond. Yeah,
That would be fire, actually.
that would be.
I'm thinking about it. Wow.
Or it
Making
could
me
be
think.
like a James Bond movie could be like Fathoms Below, and it could be like a water themed
Ooh.
Fathoms Below Fathoms, because of Fathom when you go
Or you could 007 Midnight Phantom.
Midnight Phantom.
That sounds pretty cool, right?
Wow. All right, that's good.
The Midnight Phantom.
See, it's a good idea. Midnight Phantom, Dance in the Moonlight, Dance in the Moonlight.
Could be a series. Like
Something.
3 episodes, like Midnight
Oh
Phantom.
wait, which one
Dance-
are we gonna start with?
Midnight Phantom. I think that's
Midnight Phantom?
No, Dance in the Moonlight. Dance in the
All
Moonlight.
right, so
What's
let's
that?
say you're making a trilogy,
Okay.
right? Starting Idris Elba, and the first one's gonna be Dance in the Moonlight.
Dance in the Moonlight.
That's gonna be a, but I feel like you have to start from the ground and then end in space, and it follows one big main bad guy
so-
with smaller bad guys.
So
Kind of like what they're doing now.
So Midnight Phantom would be the first one.
Midnight Phantom.
Yeah.
Oh, it starts land, sea, then air.
Huh?
Midnight Phantom, night themed movie. Takes a lot of shit happens in the night.
Yeah. Wait.
And
wait.
it could be things that happen behind the scenes, dark related.
Because I would say Midnight Phantom because that's the introduction of that like
Yes.
crazy character, you know.
And he comes through in the night.
Exactly. So Midnight Phantom, that's just what they call him, the Midnight Phantom.
Yeah,
For
but he's a 007
reasons
agent.
I haven't really thought of yet, but
That's
I mean,
fire.
they call him Midnight Phantom.
That's how dangerous of a 007 agent he is. Midnight Phantom.
And then
And then Fathom. What's going to be the second? The last one is Dance in the Moonlight.
oh, you want that to be all right?
But what's the middle one?
the
I want it to be sea related.
sea related?
Going against the tide.
Say what?
Going against the tide.
But make it shorter.
Against the tide.
I like that one. Against
Really?
the Tide.
I don't like that one.
Bro, come on. Against the Tide?
The Tide. There's not oomph to it.
Against the Tide?
No, there's not oomph to it.
Oh, damn. It can't be like a James Bond 7 inches deep.
No, hey, yo, bro.
Because that could be like a triple X porno.
Hey,
right?
yo.
Like, Against the Tide, 7 inches deep. That could be like on Pornhub.
Oh, man.
Starting. It has to be. Yo, come on, bro. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Damn.
No puns intended. Yo, come on, man. You're almost there. All right, so first one is the Midnight Phantom. Or Midnight Phantom. The last one. It's funny how we have the last one already, but not the middle one. The last one is Dance in the Moonlight. Space related.
Yeah.
First one is the introduction. A lot of things happen in the dark. It's very dark themed.
Yeah.
So if the second one doesn't need to be it could have sea scenes, things that happen in the water, but it could be Arctic related, cold, dark.
Cold.
Not dark, but cold,
Yeah.
shivering.
I
don't think there's ever been a movie called Snowfall, but that's too close to Skyfall.
Yeah. But that still would work, Snowfall.
Snowfall, avalanche
Snowfall.
related,
Snowfall would still
winter,
sound good.
blizzard,
You can't say Winterfall because you'd probably be sued
Arctic.
by Skyrim or something.
Arctic fall,
Huh?
Arctic fall.
Well, you could do that.
Because that's free. Like, we're talking about like Antarctica, uncharted lands. Hey, uncharted lands,
Uncharted lands, you could do that.
and it could be that could be fire. Uncharted lands could be freezing jungle anywhere. Saharan desert, like you don't know. Come on, we're like. This would be the ending thought of. This is an interesting process. Come on, bro. These guys, people in MGM have this conversation every day.
Bro, but the thing is,
They sit down and have.
I'm
they
not,
get paid a full day for this.
in terms of me, I love writing, but I'm not gonna lie. Titles.
You're having
have
a
always
writer's
been
block right
difficult.
now?
Titles have always been difficult for me. I struggle with
Come on,
writing
we're
titles.
working on it right now.
I would say
Well,
you could do more with the snow, right? Because you would think there's so many things you could do with the snow, right? Snow's
to me.
white. Snow's
Talk to me.
pure. So you could also use the word pure.
Pure Snow White, not drug related, but
Yeah, you never really.
cold, freezing. All right, you know how? What's a cold you felt that has been so cold, like you felt it in your bones? What do you call that? Like shivering almost, right?
Yeah.
Like it's so bad that even when you stand in front of a heater, like it still takes mad long to.
You could say.
Can be called space heater. Fucking.
You could say
Because remember the first movie is
that you could say okay. So I would say, the first one is, Midnight Phantom.
Midnight Phantom. It has to. It's like in the shadows. It's dark, gritty.
And then you
maybe
could
not
say
too
that
gritty, but
next one could be like, I don't know, White Angel.
huh?
No, White Angel sounds corny. As fuck.
Midnight Phantom,
White Angel. No, it sounds corny.
and the other one, angelic related.
No, because I was thinking about Snow Angels.
Snow Angels.
I was just thinking about things you could do in the snow.
What is it about Snow Angels that intrigues you though?
No, I was just thinking about things you could do in the snow, like a play on words.
All play on words.
Um,
But what's something about snow that?
it could be just another enemy, like they call her the Snow Angel, or they call her the White Angel.
Oh,
And
it's
they're
like
why they call her the White Angel?
the White Angel.
She controls the Arctic.
It could be like a really big like enemy reveal.
Or the White Angel could be just the name of like an operation. White Angel.
White Angel.
And it
White
has-
Angel.
Yeah, or Snow Angel. It could be a part of like some
Snow Angel's
Arctic
too
mission.
soft.
That's why it's a pure angel, white angel.
Something angelic related.
No, just because like you do Snow Angel, so it's like, you know how they name operations, like, oh, this is Operation Black Hawk or
Black Hawk.
Operation Nighthawk.
Snow-
It's the same thing. Like, he's going on an operation called White Angel, but it's off. I don't like it either.
Operation Angel Snow.
No.
Snow Angel. Angel Fall. Angel something. Arctic Angel. Angel. No, doesn't make sense.
It's hard.
Nah, we could move on from that. from Angel.
Yeah. What do you call? Ooh.
What do you call what? What do you call what?
I'm sorry. I was going to
You're
deep
spacing out.
thought. Yeah.
Let's go there, man. You gotta tell me your thought process as these sirens blare by, blaring noises.
Oof. Because I was thinking about snowflakes. So I was like, wow. But
What is it about snowflakes that?
just different words. Like, I would take the word flake and like use something with it. Or
the next 007 movie, Snowflake.
no. No, flakes. It could be like flakes of red or like flakes of crimson, but that makes no sense either.
Well, what do snowflakes do? Don't they crystallize in the air before they fall?
Mm-hmm. 007. Crystal something.
Crystal snow?
No. Can't say
Snow
crystal.
crystal.
No. Just take the word snow out of it.
Yeah.
Crystal something.
Crystallization.
No.
What does well, no, they already did Diamonds Are Forever. Maybe we should move away from the snow.
Yeah,
thing.
we should move away from the snow.
So all right,
because we have.
But wait a minute,
Midnight.
Wait, we're
Phantom,
dealing with a
Dance in the
character.
Moonlight.
We're dealing with the character because first he's introduced as the Midnight Phantom.
Yes, the Midnight Phantom, and then you could say.
But wait a minute. Look at this. Like if we look at the other movies, right? It was the first one for example, for Daniel Craig was Casino Royale, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he was involved in, right?
Yeah.
And that he was involved in a Casino Royale. Now, instead of going with that, we started off with where you're focusing, because here's the thing with his movies, it was the third movie, they focused on him specifically as his background and as a character, right? And then on top of that, what's going on around him. So the first one is you're focusing on his character specifically, and then what's going on around them. So you're starting off with that. So the second, and then the third is Dancing in the Moonlight, which is like a scenario that's happening. So the second one could be a kind of like what Spectre and Quantum of Solace were. But it could be more like Spectre because you reveal who the real threat is. Like you think who the threat is in part one. Like, oh, this is the threat. Boom, it's over. But spoiler, or little mini snack for you for the next movie. You show like who the real threat is. So what's something you call like when you're revealing something? What's a good word for that?
So there's
Like
bunch, like you were
the veil.
Oh, the lunar veil.
The lunar veil, and then the last one is Dancing in the Moonlight.
Lunar veil, because it all comes close. The Midnight Phantom, lunar veil, and Dancing in the Moonlight.
There you go. That's it. That
we just
pay
made
me.
Pay us.
Yeah.
The lunar veil. That sounds fire.
You see?
The lunar veil.
I got you, bro.
The lunar fucking veil.
Yeah. So,
well,
yeah, that's all right.
Thank you, guys.
We have a special announcement.
We do have a special announcement. Thank you for tuning in. This was definitely what we can say in improv, POV. This was definitely improv.
We actually did not think about any of this at all.
We just had to turn it on and go with it, and this is where we went.
We didn't even have a starting point.
We did not, and this is where it got. So, the honors, I would like you to do a Silos, announce this special announcement that we have for the podcast.
Peek. Not like complete blow it out the water, but sneak peek, right?
Just blow that shit out the water.
Blow that shit out the water. Okay, we're making a fucking announcement, my dude.
Let's go, my dude. You listen to the big blood right now.
Go to the fucking microphone.
Wendy's, he said, go through fucking Wendy's, dude.
Yo, this is look like the shit I can order through. Yo, I don't care.
You already making me late to my man's crib.
Yo, so all right. On the next, this is episode 29.
29. What's happening on episode 30? Tell me.
Now, before I talk about episode, this is being recorded on Halloween, so happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
The next episode, it's gonna be the first episode 30, that we start using video camera.
We will be using video for our podcast.
So if you want to tune in, you can. Obviously, it's gonna be on YouTube. You can listen to the podcast as you always will, because you're not gonna miss out on anything. But every now and then there might be like a thing on video that you might want to like look at.
Yeah.
So I definitely suggest like go to the description, go to the Twitter. The link is there. Go to YouTube, youtube.com/the We Digress podcast. Also on SoundCloud, also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, whatever all that shit.
So all our podcasts from now on will be video.
Yeah.
We are moving to video.
Yeah.
So
we have a special treat for you. You're not gonna. You're
yeah.
Gonna
You really don't know what to expect in the video, but we hope you guys enjoy. Thank you once again for listening to this POV on this POD.
That was your man 005, and you already know you're tuning into the We Digress podcast. Your boy Silos is out. Peace.